Ranked 12th in the nation, playing in Columbia, leading South Carolina 24-3. Ohio State is at home against Iowa. Third-ranked Buckeyes up 7-0 here at the half. Finals from earlier today: 7th-ranked Penn State over UCLA 27-11. Number 25 Texas A&M throttled 9th-ranked Missouri 41-10. An upset at Louisville as SMU down the Redbirds 34-27. Louisville came in ranked number 22 in the nation in that one. Virginia rallied past Boston College 24-14. Wisconsin beat Purdue 52-6. Later on today, you've got 15th-ranked Clemson at Florida State. They'll play at 7. Then kickoffs at 7:30 include 4th-ranked Tennessee at Arkansas, number 10 Michigan at Washington, and 11th-ranked Southern Cal at Minnesota. 7:45 kick. Florida is home against UCF. 8 o'clock, Georgia Tech is at home against Duke. At 11 o'clock, number 6 Miami playing at Cal. Again, Vandy leads Alabama 20-7. They are in the second quarter. If we get updates on that one, we will give them to you as we continue with our Breda Pest Management halftime report. No one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. We'll have first half hats. After this, Dogs on Top, 14-3, Bulldogs Sports Network.
Fall is here and the University of Georgia is back in action. Whether you're gearing up for game days or enjoying the outdoors, set yourself up for success with Good Feet Premium Arch Support Systems. Good Feet Arch Supports align your entire body and are custom fit to your lifestyle. On the move, cheering from the stands, seeking relief from plantar fasciitis, or from days on your feet, we've got the perfect fit for everyone, including you. The Good Feet store is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Visit one of our 12 locations. Walk-ins welcome or book online at goodfeet.com. Go Dogs!
What's up, dog fans? I'm bringing you some exciting news. Southeast Mortgage, the official home loan lender of the Georgia Bulldogs, is ready to help you win big in the homeownership game. Southeast Mortgage has a game plan tailored to your needs to get you in the end zone of your dream home. So whether you're a proud alum or a passionate fan, Southeast Mortgage will help you finance your home. It's time to huddle up with Southeast Mortgage. Visit our website at southeastmortgage.com/UGA to start your home financing journey today. NMLS number 103956. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 6578.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Blocking and tackling, critical fundamentals for football and pest control. Hey, it's Neil Hondo Williamson for Breda Pest Management. Breda's uninterrupted, continuous termite prevention blocks their entry to your property. Also, if by chance you find roaches or ants have penetrated your home's interior, Breda tackles with ferocity and knocks them out. Breda, BREDA Pest.com.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Welcome back to the halftime report presented by Breda Pest Management, the official pest control of Georgia Athletics. With Breda, you don't have to be afraid of bugs. Let's check those stats for you from the first half. Georgia on top 14-3. Trevor Etienne has run for 1 touchdown. The other TD came off the arm of Carson Beck to Dominic Lovett late in the second quarter. Dogs outgaining Auburn in the first half, 193 yards of total offense to a $147 for the Tigers. Trevor Etienne, the leading rusher for Georgia, 9 carries, 54 yards, and the aforementioned touchdown. Carson Beck is 14 of 16 passing for 124 yards and the other aforementioned touchdown. Leading receiver for the Dogs, well, that's Etienne as well. Trevor has 5 catches for 28 yards. Dom Lovett with 3 for 25 yards, including his TD grab. Lawson Lucky, 1 for 33 yards. Colby Young, 2 for 24 yards. And how about Dan Jackson today? He's one of 3 Georgia players in the co-lead for number of tackles with 4 on the day. All of his have been unassisted tackles. And Dan also blocked a field goal attempt by Auburn. They're right in the final seconds. Auburn lined up for a 53-yarder, and Dirty Dan got in there and got a hand on the ball to block it to give or to preserve Georgia's 14-3 lead. Been quite a game so far. Auburn's only points of the game came late in the first quarter when Magoo kicked a 27-yard field goal. Let's check that Alabama score for you before we go to break. Auburn was marching, and I'm going to have to refresh here. They've gone to commercial on the TV. So they did. They got a field goal. Adam Gillespie tells us they got a field goal. So a 51-yarder, and Vandy now leads Alabama 23-7 late in the second quarter in Nashville. Come on, baby. Yeah, a lot of fun. All right, calling all dogs. We need you on Friday, October 11th. That's this coming Friday for Georgia Volleyball's 10K Day at Stegman Coliseum as the Dogs take on the South Carolina Gamecocks at 7 p.m. There will be a pre-match block party, and the first 2,000 fans will receive a T-shirt. Join us at the Steg and be a part of history as we break the state of Georgia NCAA volleyball attendance record this Friday, October 11th at 7 o'clock. Admission is free. For more information, visit georgiadogs.com. That's going to do it for your Breda Pest Management halftime report. Georgia on top 14-3. The Dogs will receive the second half kickoff. We'll come back with second half action. Scott Howard, Eric Zier, DJ Shockley will bring you the play-by-play and analysis following these words on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Piedmont is passionate about Georgia, about each and every person that makes our state incredible. That's why we're leading real change in healthcare, dedicating ourselves to providing a quality patient experience through innovation, personalization, and teamwork. What does that mean for you? You get up-to-date treatment, collaborative care, and the best possible outcomes. To see more about our commitment to raising the standards of quality in Georgia, visit piedmont.org/quality care. Piedmont, real change lives here.
Passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield and JMI Sports under the broadcast rights granted by the University of Georgia. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Georgia, Learfield, and JMI Sports. Announcers are provided by Learfield and JMI Sports and approved by the University of Georgia.
Almost ready to go for quarter number 3, second half approaching. Both teams back out of the locker rooms. Georgia milling around on the near sideline, loosening up with the quarterbacks. Auburn doing the same thing on the far side of the field. About half the field still in sunshine, the other portion draped in shade. And in the shady part of the field on the Georgia sideline is DJ Shockley. His report's brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. Let's go down to Shock on the sideline. He was in the locker room at halftime, by the way. He's going to give us all the locker room skinny, Shock.
Yeah, the shade down here feels awesome, by the way. So
yes, it does.
But the topic of conversation was in there was about we are the more conditioned team. They're dragging, we dragging. We got to find a way to get together. He actually called out the sideline, said he needs some more juice. It felt like a scrimmage over here with my buddies. We got to find a way to juice. But then he also challenged your offensive line against that. We're so close to breaking one. We're going to put this going on you guys, and we have to run the football and explode. They want to get some more explosive plays on the offensive side of the ball, but the run game, they said, is going to be a factor in the second half. Make sure they know that tired of talking about why we can't do certain things. Go show them in the second half and go get the victory.
All right, Shock, thanks very much. Back here in the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth, along with Eric Zier, Scott Howard with you, ready to bring you the second half. And to remind you, the Governor's Office of Highway Safety says the penalty for getting a DUI can cost up to $10,000. That's why the Governor's Office of Highway Safety says drive sober so you won't get pulled over. Georgia's longest run from scrimmage in that first half was 23 yards by ETN. The longest pass play we had was 32 yards. Most of that after the catch also by Trevor Etienne. Auburn will kick it away left to right. Anthony Evans on the goal line to return it for Georgia. A wobbler going to hit on the 14, far sideline, going to die on the 10, picked up by Evans there. He dances by the first man, and then will be hit around the 17-yard line. So a knuckleball kicked down to about the 15-yard line that just died after it bounced on the turf, and Evans had to sprint up and pick up the ball and try to get what he could. And what he got was about 4 or 5 yards after he picked the ball up at the 19-yard line is where we'll start.
Boy, pretty amazing. That football didn't bound out of bounds the way it was kicked. Shock mentioned it before the game that the field, while it looks like it's in pretty good position, very soft as we had all the storms pass through this area to absorb quite a bit of rain.
Frazier's in the ball game and running back. He gets his first carry of the contest. And Nate, the freshman from Compton, California, will angle on the left side of the offensive line for positive yards. He picks up about 5 to the 23. They call it a 4-yard gain. And Frazier now will come out of the ball game, and Trevor Etienne will come back in. Haven't heard from Frazier too much since that opening game against the Clemson Tigers when he had such a dynamic debut. Beck with a man in motion to the near side will take it out of the shotgun, fire down the line, and complete the pass out in the right flat to Dylan Bell, and he's hit almost immediately at the 24 by Jake Crawford, a cornerback from Atlanta. Got a yard. 3rd down coming up for the Dogs. 3rd and 5. Crowd kind of sleepy coming out of halftime. And that's what Shock talked about in the locker room on the speech from Kirby.
Yeah, it really it feels like a scrimmage game. Not a whole lot of excitement in the stadium. Very businesslike and kind of a pedestrian football game right now. See if we can get it going.
3rd and 5 from the 24. Long ball near sideline. Spinning effort to catch it. Arian Smith can't bring it in. Runs out of room on the Georgia sideline around midfield. Keontae Scott, the senior cornerback, in coverage for Auburn, and it's a long incomplete pass, and Georgia will go 3 and out to start the 3rd quarter.
Fade route from a slot position. We actually had trips. Arian Smith was the slot receiver in that trips formation. Had press coverage, so you've got a ton of room to work with out towards the sideline. Pretty good coverage there. Pretty good, or well-thrown football as well. Is better coverage.
Here's Thorson's punt. A high wobbler going to come down to Keontae Scott on a fair catch at the 32, 33-yard line. Close to the numbers on this side of the field. 43-yard punt by Thorson. They put it down on the Auburn 32-yard line. 14-3 is our score. Georgia in front. Dogs with a late touchdown to end the first half. 11-yard throw from Beck to Lovett, and then the Dogs blocked a late scoring attempt by Auburn on a 54-yard field goal try. Dan Jackson blocked the field goal. Auburn with the football for the first time here in the second half. Peyton Thorne, the quarterback, in the shotgun with Hunter offset to his right, a little bit behind him. Handed off to Jarquez Hunter. And the blocking breaks down on the right side. Georgia eats him up. Kristen Miller first. Raylan Wilson finished off Hunter at the 33-yard line. He got one.
Good job of that Georgia defensive front, just creating a stalemate. Hunter, who leads this Auburn team in rushing, 7 rushes for 39 yards in the first half, was averaging 5.6 a carry.
Auburn taking its time. Play clock at 13 and ticking. 2 receivers to the left for Thorne. Hunter to his left in the backfield. He works out of the shotgun. Connor Liu from Kennesaw, Georgia, the center, snaps it back to Thorne. He surveys, almost too long. Now he's escaped. He's run out of the pocket, angling to the left, and hit hard at the 40 around the knees as he ran diagonally across towards the Auburn sideline, hit hard by Julian Humphrey. But at the 40-yard line, picked up a hard 7 yards.
Great open field tackle there by Humphrey. You're right. If Thorne takes that north and south, probably gets the first down. Tried to outrun Humphrey to the sideline. Actually thought he was going to get a block from his receiver that didn't happen.
Officials spotted Thorne down on the 41, so they move it up a yard, and it's 3rd and 1 now for the Tigers on their own 41-yard line. Crowd trying to come alive here at Sanford Stadium. The officials hold up the snap of the football. Now they clear the space. Georgia's line shifts. High snap. They fake it to Hunter, and Thorne's going to keep it, roll around the left edge, pick up the first down. He's knocked to the ground by the safety, Malachi Starks, at the Tiger 47. He got 6 and a first down, did Peyton Thorne.
Read option there from Auburn. Good job of Thorne riding that fake and really making Georgia, in this case, Chaz Chambliss, commit to Hunter. Was able to go pull it from Hunter and easily picked up the first down.
Auburn huddles about 4 yards behind the ball. Now they break the huddle. Georgia with Stackhouse and Ingram Dawkins and Miller out there, interior line. Damon Wilson up on the right edge of that defensive front. Snap it back to Thorne. He looks left all the way. Now right. Now nothing there. He's going to run. He's got a lot of space to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Feet first slide. They'll bring it back at the 42-yard line. He got 11 yards. Back-to-back runs by Peyton Thorne now. And producing dividends for Auburn. Here in Georgia territory at the 42.
Dogs, 7 guys in coverage. We just rushed 4 there, but everybody was deep. Everybody had their back turned, and you can see it. A huge hole opened up in front of Thorne. Easy decision for him to pull it and run.
First down, Auburn at the Georgia 42-yard line. Hunter in the backfield with Thorne, who's in the shotgun. And he'll hand it to Hunter. He had a hole at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards later, that hole closed. A lot of red shirts in the vicinity, and Hunter goes down after a short gain to the 39. 3-yard pickup by the Auburn senior. Dan Jackson on the tackle again. Had 10 of those stops last week in Tuscaloosa, having another good tackle game here today. He also blocked that field goal to end the first half.
Auburn just taking their time right now, trying to slow this football game down, get the crowd out of it. Trying to do it in the first half and can create the atmosphere that they want.
Second down for the Tigers, working in Georgia territory. They hand it off to Hunter. Breaks a tackle near sideline. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. He outraces Starks to the end zone. He broke a shoulder-high tackle on the Georgia sideline. It just shook off our man and went to the house.
Boy, we've just seen it so much this year, and it's so uncharacteristic for the Dogs. Just all of the yards after contact. Dogs in a position to make that play, but we get Hunter high up around the shoulder pads, and when you're as strong as Hunter, you're tough to bring down when you do that.
38 yards on the touchdown run. Jonel Aguero couldn't ride him to the turf, and Hunter just kind of ran through the tackle, shook him off, and it was off to the races down the near sideline. Auburn with a point after try to close the gap a little bit. The snap and the hold are good, and the kick is as well. And we got a brand new score here in the third quarter. Auburn on the board with their first touchdown of the game. The Dogs lead it 14-10. Third quarter, 9:45 to go. And a timeout. Our second half today is brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. Back in a moment on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
This is Coach Kirby Smart. There are people who talk about being elite, then there are people who work hard to be elite. They're the ones I want on my team, and that's what I want from my truck. That's why I drive a Ford F-150. Integrated technology, powerful performance, comfortable and stylish. The total package.
Take your game to the next level with a Ford F-150, the official truck of your Georgia Bulldogs. See your local Ford dealer today.
The dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cracked walls, wet basement? Call ESOG for foundation repair, waterproofing, and engineering. It's Hondo for Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
ESOG now.
Dogs fans, in Athens, we have two important rules: support local business and cheer on the Georgia Bulldogs. This season, we would like to thank our official hometown team partners for their support of Georgia Athletics. Georgia Cotton Farmers, Longhorn Steakhouse in Athens, and CertaPro Painters of Athens. Learn more about how you can support these great local partners by finding the Hometown Team Partners ad in the digital game program on GeorgiaDogs.com. Support our hometown team partners and you'll support the dogs.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for Core Power to recover right. A delicious protein shake with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Proud partner of Georgia football. Learn more at corepower.com.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here at Sanford Stadium. Georgia went 3 and out on its first possession of the second half. Auburn did not go 3 and out. They went 68 yards in 6 plays in 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Jarquez Hunter with a 38-yard touchdown run to make it 14-10. Georgia in front here in the third quarter. That's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldogs discount. Tigers will tee it up and kick it away here with 9:45 remaining, third period. Anthony Evans, the deep return man, stands on the goal line, far right into the field. And Towns Magoo will walk it off and kick it away for the Tigers. 14-10, our new score. Got to get some juice going in this building. And the Dogs got to get going too. Here's Magoo's kick, angling it to the left. Long end over end kick will sail into the end zone about 7 or 8 yards. Evans will let it go for the touchback, and the Dogs will have possession. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Georgia football is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and a great shave starts with Barbasol's thick and rich moisturizing lather. Start your day off right with Barbasol.
Carson Beck, 15 out of 18, extremely accurate, not going downfield much, only 125 yards throwing the football. He's got the 1 touchdown. Trevor Etienne continues to be our leading rusher with 54 yards on the ground.
Frazier's going to start this series in the backfield for the Bulldogs. The freshman from California. Beck waves a man in motion to the near side. They fake the little jet sweep and hand it off to Frazier, running straight ahead for a quick 10, a quick burst from the little guy. And give him 11, actually, to the 36-yard line. Scana Energy first down for the Dogs.
Fake the jet sweep, just open up a little bit more space. The inside of that Auburn defense, as you pull one of those inside linebackers out that has to honor the fake of the jet sweep. Good job by Frazier hitting that hole quick.
Trevor Etienne in the game now in the backfield. And he shifts behind Beck to his right. Snap it back to Carson. Play fake. Quick throw. Dylan Bell makes the catch at the 41. Twisted down on the near sideline. Around the 42 or 43-yard line by Kayan Lee, the cornerback on this side.
Quick hitch into the boundary. Good quick decision there by Carson Beck.
7-yard pickup to the 43 for the Dogs. Georgia's moved around their offensive line a little bit. Monroe Freeling is the right tackle now, and Truss slides over to the right guard spot. Bobo's the center. He's gone the whole way today. And then Fairchild and Green are still on the left side. Frazier back in the backfield. Shifts behind Beck, gets the handoff. Sprints to the right. Tries to turn the corner. He does a little bit, but he's got a man hanging on him, trying to drag him down around the waist from behind. And Frazier carried him about the last yard and a half or so to the 45-yard line. That was Keldrick Falk, a sophomore. He's got a couple of sacks today for the Tigers. But Frazier picks up 2, trying to get him on the corners and using his speed and agility to work in the open field.
Well, we don't get the first down there, but what a run. Auburn had that really well defended. Frazier able to go, nice cut there, able to go split 2 Auburn defenders, even with somebody on his back.
3rd and a yard, handoff. Georgia pushing it straight up the hash mark, trying to push it across for the first down. That was Frazier on the carry. Ball's over the 45, but not quite to the 46, and the officials indicate 4th down. Georgia keeps the offense out there, lines up quickly. 4th and less than a yard. Beck under center, going to keep it, try to push ahead. He didn't have anybody pushing him from behind. He just tried to dive for the first down himself.
Well, it's going to be close, too. All depends on where the spot is. No indication yet.
No, they're going to unpile everybody. The official, Steve Marlowe, says first down. Auburn was pointing the other direction on their sideline, but Beck just got it. Scana Energy first down the hard way. Usually now you do that little tush-push thing. You've got guys behind you to keep driving you over the line, but it was all Beck that time. He didn't have anybody behind him pushing. Always able to surge enough to the 46-yard line. He got a yard, and he got the first down. 14-10, third quarter, 6:45 to go in the period. Georgia leading Auburn by 4. Beck with a play fake, throws it hard over the middle, and he short hops a sliding receiver. Dylan Bell was sliding on the turf at the Auburn 35, and the ball skipped in front of him at about the 38-yard line, incomplete.
I want to see if that ball was tipped at all, or if it was just thrown that short, not tipped. Just thrown short about 4 yards in front of Dylan Bell, who was on a crossing route.
Put some more mustard on that thing. You won't break those guys. 2nd down for the Dogs on our own 46. Handoff goes to ETN. Oh, nice move. Sidestep 2 guys in about a box of 4 yards. Wow, he just darted one way and then cut back the other. Didn't get a lot on the run, but he got up to the 50. He got 4. And he made 2 quick moves to avoid tackles. Dogs on the 50, 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, 4 out of 9 on 3rd down after starting the game. In a really positive way on 3rd down. We stalled out just a little bit.
3 receivers to the near side, Young, and then Lovett in the slot. Also Humphreys on this side. And Delpin tight on the right. ETN in the backfield with Beck. Here on 3rd down, snap it back to Carson. He's going to throw near sideline. Colby fights off the defender, reaches high in the air, makes a 2-handed catch coming down with 1 foot inbounds on the Georgia sideline. Where? At the 23-yard line. Terrific catch. Colby Young, the transfer from Miami, made a beautiful grab, got the foot inbounds, and picked up a huge first down for the Dogs all the way down to the Auburn 23-yard line, a gain of 27. Now we go fast. ETN makes a man miss. He's picking up his underwear back behind the play and runs it all the way down to the 2-yard line. ETN dropped his drawers back there at the 20. Auburn didn't know what hit him. ETN all the way down to the 2-yard line. 20-yard pickup. It's goal to go for the Dogs.
Boy, 2 explosive plays in a row. The back shoulder fade with a great adjustment by Colby Young to keep his body under control, go up there and grab it, keep his foot in bounds, and then ETN, you're right, shaking and baking all the way down to the 1.
The defender had no answer. Falk is an injured player for Auburn. He's being assisted off the field now, so we've got a stoppage of play. Georgia just lightning fast down the field now after that long throw to Colby Young, and then the lightning running of Trevor Etienne with just moves that no other human has. They're not recognizable. He can just move so quickly from right to left. Dogs are in the Massey Ferguson red zone. On the 2. Trying to answer an Auburn score. 14-10 is our score right now. Etienne in the backfield. Gets the handoff, runs it straight, tried to power it towards the goal line. Auburn keeps him out of the end zone, just barely, down inside the 1. He got a yard there. He had Ernest Green right in front of him, but Auburn jammed it up pretty well. Thompson, the safety, Rakes, the nose man, keeping us out of the end zone there. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Read option there from the Dogs. After the handoff, Carson Beck took just a monster shot by some Auburn defender, was making sure he didn't have the ball.
We get a little muscle in the game, Z. Branson Robinson in. He gets the carry, lowers the shoulders, drives at right guard and right tackle. And he's still not in the end zone. They're going to spot him down about the same place as the original line of scrimmage, about the 1-yard line. Didn't get anything on that one. Auburn jammed it up there with multiple bodies. Ball's on the 1 on the far hash. Georgia trying to punch it in the west end zone.
With just zero movement on those last 2 plays up front for the Dogs. Nowhere to go with the football once you got it in your hands.
4:05 to go, 3rd quarter. Dogs big time on the doorstep. They break the huddle. Micah Morris at right guard now. Freeling at tackle. Etienne in the backfield. Hand it to Trevor. Straight ahead running. Did he get in? No. Denied. We had linemen in the end zone, but our running back with the football didn't get in. They spot him down. Now the linesman on this side is saying touchdown. So he did get in. They'll review it, I'm sure, but the line judge on this side is walking along the goal line and said touchdown. He's the only one in striped shirts that raised his arms. So Georgia's going to take that, and the official probably going to look at it. Steve Marlowe says the call on the field is a touchdown. Georgia's going to try for the extra point. We'll look at a quick replay. Etienne running straight ahead.
The touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
He ran straight into the pile. That end zone camera down the line, you couldn't really see anything from that angle. We're looking at multiple angles. They're reviewing the play, by the way. It's brought to you by Pruitt Health, where family makes us stronger, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Boy, he took a Etienne. You're right. Every Georgia offensive lineman was in the end zone, but somebody got to Etienne and put a pretty good lick on him that just stopped him dead in his tracks.
He was running straight, Z, and they knocked him sideways, so his body and the ball, it didn't appear, anyway, to break the plane. Maybe he did on his initial surge before they knocked him sideways. But that at the end of the play, he was not in the end zone. He was not even touching the goal line, but he may have already broken the plane before he got that hit. So the play's being reviewed right now. And let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification break on the Bulldog Sports Network.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
The field is a 1-yard touchdown run for Georgia by Trevor Etienne. Hugh Freeze, the Auburn head coach, is not happy.
Field stands. Touchdown.
The call will stand. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, that's not going to make Hugh Freeze any happier.
No, he is upset, just throwing his hands up in disbelief. If I were on the other side of that call, I'd feel just like him. But
you are not.
I'm not.
So you don't.
I like it.
Point after try by the Dogs. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Bulldogs. Here's Peyton Woodring's try for point after. UCLA transfer Bo Gardner to snap. Carson Beck to hold it. For the right-footed kicker, Woodring. They'll hold it at the 11. Point after try on the way, up and good. Right into the net. The Dogs answer. Auburn score with one of their own. New score in Athens. Georgia 21 and Auburn 10. Third quarter, we've got 3:50 to go. Timeout here at Sanford Stadium. Our second half brought to you by First Franklin Financial. come see the friendly Franklin folks at one of our convenient Georgia locations. Trevor Etienne was just about brilliant at the end of that drive. We'll tell you about it when we come back on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's a nice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
When choosing a natural gas provider, avoid trick plays like hidden fees and poor service. Stick to your game plan with Walton Gas. For over 2 decades, Walton Gas has offered great rates, straightforward plans, and exceptional service. Join the winning team with Walton Gas, where customers always come first. Ready to secure the victory? Call Walton Gas or visit waltongas.com to see why we're Georgia's most trusted natural gas provider. Go Dogs!
I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm here with legendary Georgia Bulldog quarterback and radio host Buck Ballou.
Ken and I are teaming up to give back to the brave men and women of our military. Ken's going to donate $500 to one member of the military every Bulldog football game this season.
If you're a member of the military in Atlanta, go to attorneykennugent.com to enter.
And somebody's going to win $500 every game.
One click.
That's it.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Football time, which turns Thursday and Sunday into the best days of the week. Well, they just got better because now through October 27th, Keno has 30% higher payouts during bonus hours. Win $500, it becomes $650. That's like getting extra field goal points for scoring a touchdown. So play Keno online and anywhere Keno is sold and get 30% higher payouts during bonus hours. Thursdays 6 to 8 p.m. and Sundays 1 to 3 p.m. Only from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
With Eric Zier, Scott Howard back with you inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth. Georgia goes 75 yards in 12 plays in 5 minutes and 55 seconds. A 1-yard plunge by Trevor Etienne to get it into the end zone for the Dogs. That's your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldogs discount. You can say it different than that, but that's what you need. Those are the magic words. All right, Dogs will kick it away. Now up 21-10, getting late in the third quarter. That was a good answer, Z, to the Auburn drive.
Boy, what was it ever? You start the second half, you don't get what you want, you go 3 and out. Auburn comes back and scores, trying to snatch away a little momentum, but immediate answer there by the Dogs.
Woodring's kick going to come down right on the goal line, a yard deep. Cobb out of the end zone for Auburn. Running to his left. Ooh, hit hard at the 14-yard line. He's just driven back, and a flag dropped at the 10-yard line. My goodness. He got blown up.
Was that Cole Spear that just blew him up? I think it was.
Let's check the penalty marker.
During the return, blocking the back, receiving team number 86. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
Ooh, that would be insult to injury for Auburn. The return man just got disjointed, and then half the distance to the goal is going to put him on the 5-yard line. Georgia football brought to you in part by Modelo, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Grab a refreshing Modelo Especial brewed for full-time Bulldog fans. Drink responsibly. Cole Spear, Z, was the guy indeed that laid that lick, as you correctly said. Spear, the wide receiver, making his name felt on special teams right there. The Tigers are backed up on their own 5-yard line. 1st and 10 with 3:43 to go in the third quarter. Thorne to throw it from the goal line. Slings it out to Hunter on the left side. Can't get him on the ground. Tight roping, still moving forward all the way up to the 20, maybe the 21-yard line.
They sent Hunter out on a quick motion from the backfield. No dog went with them. It was just a quick screen pass or swing pass to him. Little busted coverage there. And then again, finally we brought him down with Starks and with Walker. but we're tackling him way up high. Can't bring him down. He's just too strong.
Oh, he wouldn't go. 16 yards and a first down up to the 21-yard line for the Tigers. And it was just Hunter on 3 Georgia defenders. He didn't have any help over there. Now Hunter lines up as a receiver to the right side. Thorne in the pocket being chased out by 93. Ingram Dawkins couldn't get his 3rd sack. Thorne on the move, running to the right, now just chunks it into the Georgia bench. Incomplete, just had to get rid of the football. Ty Ingram Dawkins gave chase. Also, C.J. Allen was stretching it out. And Thorne was just running out of options, so finally gets to the sideline and just has to throw it away.
Boy, he had his tight end, Fairweather, that was down the field with plenty of space around him, just never could locate him. Fortunate for the Dogs, too, because that would have been another explosive.
2nd and 10, Auburn on their own 21-yard line. 3rd quarter, they're moving to the right. 2:52 remaining. Simmons in motion to the left. They play fake to the right and throw it to the motion man out on the left sideline. He makes the catch and is going to be wrapped up and tackled around the 35-yard line by the linebacker Damon Wilson. Malcolm Simmons went in motion from the right side, and when he got to his spot on the field way on the left flat, Thorne just hit him with a perfect pass, and Simmons up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Simmons in motion there, faking the jet sweep. Thorne goes immediately back to him. Turns out to be just like a little bubble screen. And Dogs, again, not able to get there and make a tackle before the chains move.
First down after the 14-yard pickup by the Tigers. They've got Damari Alston in the ball game in the backfield. Thorne going to feel the pressure this time in the pocket. He'll go down in a heap back at the 27 or the 28-yard line.
Boy, Chaz Chambliss just collapsed an Auburn offensive lineman right there. Nothing that Thorne could do on that play.
3rd sack of the game by the Dogs. They put the ball on the 28. Going to be a 7-yard loss on the sack by Chambliss. And the Tigers have another player injured. And one of their big linemen just down on one knee, and that's Xavion Miller, the right tackle. And that'll get us into a timeout. He's up now, limping a little bit, but walking under his own power. But they've already taken the media timeout. So we will too. Timeout with 1:45 to go, 3rd quarter. Auburn trails Georgia 21-10. They've got the ball for a 2nd down play when we come back. Our second half today brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. Back after this timeout on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
There's nothing quite like Saturday between the hedges at Sanford Stadium. And as an official partner of the Georgia Bulldogs, the Hoffman Financial Group knows that in retirement, every day is Saturday. Whether your goal is to follow the Dogs to every game, home and away, or gather with your friends to watch at your own doghouse, the Hoffman Financial Group is here to help. We all have dreams of when we want to retire and all the fun things we want to do. But then, all the questions come up. Did I save enough? What if taxes go up? What if the market goes down? The Hoffman Financial Group can help answer those questions and more with a complimentary portfolio x-ray. Get your game plan for retirement started today. Call 770-758-6288. That's 770-758-6288. Or online at unleashyourmoney.com and set up your free portfolio x-ray. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through the Hoffman Financial Group, Inc. Georgia Insurance License 163546.
Between the hedges and across the state, this is where the Dogs play. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
They're not just the Bulldogs, they're your Bulldogs. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today and show your Bulldogs pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Bulldogs. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official sponsor of the Georgia Bulldogs. Copyright 2024. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine?
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Welcome back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here at Sanford Stadium. Dogs with a 21-10 lead on Auburn here in quarter number 3. 3:43 to go. Let's take a look at the third quarter recap presented by Ag South, Ag Georgia, and Southwest Georgia Farm Credit, loans for land and farms. Both teams have scored a touchdown here in the third quarter. Auburn's outgained the Dogs in the period thus far, 91 yards to 80 yards. They've rushed for 61. The Dogs have churned out 45 yards on the ground here in the third. We've thrown for 35. Auburn's passed for 30. And they're looking at a second down and 17 coming up here. Second down 17. The ball's on their own 28-yard line.
Dogs haven't brought a lot of pressure today. A lot of too high safety, mixed in a little bit of cover 3. See if we bring pressure here.
They run out of the pistol, hand it off to Hunter. He breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage and then into the second level and carries a couple of Bulldogs with him as the pile chases after him as well up to the 37-yard line. 9-yard gain for Hunter. Didn't look like much was going on there, and he just kept moving. Gabe Harris and K.J. Bolden made the stop in the Georgia secondary.
One thing, if he's running at me, I'm tackling his ankles. There's no question. We had another Bulldog right on Hunter's back, and we just can't get him to the ground.
It was second and 17. Now it's third and 8. Tigers with the ball on their own 37. Getting late third quarter, less than a minute to go. Snap to Thorne. He looks right. He throws it right on an angle. Going to the turf to make the catch is Malcolm Simmons right in front of the defender at the Auburn 44-yard line. It's going to be fourth down, though. He didn't get quite enough yardage. He needs about one more.
Dogs brought pressure there. Auburn did a good job of blocking that up. It was just a hitch on the outside. That football a little too far down the stem, which forced the Auburn receiver to have to come get it in the fourth down situation.
10 seconds to go in the quarter. Auburn's going to let it run out, and we'll go to the fourth period. They're going to let that be the final play of quarter number 3. So it's fourth down, about 1.5 yards for the Tigers. The ball is just across the Auburn 43-yard line. So we go to the fourth quarter. Georgia leads Auburn 21-10 here in Athens this afternoon. Our second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Visit 1ffc.com to learn more. Timeout in Athens. Georgia 21, Auburn 10. Fourth quarter on the way next here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Creature Comforts Brewing Company is the official craft beer of your Georgia Bulldogs. These two Athens institutions have joined forces to connect quality beer with the passion and pageantry of the UGA faithful. Whether it's Georgia's favorite craft beer, Tropicalia IPA, the award-winning Classic City Lager, or their new Sip 'em Seltzer, Creature Comforts has you covered on game day and every day. And if you're visiting the Classic City on game day, Creature Comforts beers are available at Sanford Stadium and anywhere good cold beer is served. Two brands, one town, one team. Go Dogs! Sip 'em. 21 and over. Champions drink responsibly.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. Our Georgia Bulldogs have shown us what happens when a great team pulls together. At Pruitt Health, our team helps you recover from surgery or a major health event. Nurses, therapists, a whole team dedicated to giving people the personalized care they need. Come join the Pruitt Health team. Email hireme@pruitthealth.com. That's hireme@pruitthealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Carson Beck here, quarterback for Georgia. As a student athlete, I must be focused to reach my goals on and off the field.
How about we change that to on and off the court, Carson? Kate LaRocco here, outside volleyball hitter for Emory. Not everyone plays on a field, but my friends at Associated Credit Union provide an equal playing field for anyone in Georgia to reach their financial goals. Learn more at acuonline.org.
Associated Credit Union, where anyone in Georgia can live, bank, and grow.
Hey, Ben. I'm really excited about going to Sanford Stadium to see the Dogs play this Saturday. Did you pick up the tickets?
Hey, Cab. The tickets were all sold out.
Ben, did you just tell me the biggest Dogs game of the year is sold out to the avocados from Mexico jingle?
Sure did. You know they're always good, taste good, and are good for you.
You know, we could just get a bunch of avocados, make delicious guacamole, and watch the game on the big screen at home. It's good. Dogs, sick 'em.
Avocados from Mexico.
Thanks for joining us today. Bulldogs football back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth. A reminder to take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers on the versatile BMX X3 sports activity vehicle. For more details, visit BMWATL.com today. Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics, and go Dogs. 21-10 as we start the fourth quarter. Still in the timeout here, so no activity on the field just yet. Trying to get this crowd jacked up. A lot of folks in the upper deck have left the building. Guess the sun got too hot and heavy for them on that north side. Both teams with a touchdown in the third quarter. Georgia scored once in each quarter, as a matter of fact. Fourth down and a yard to go, maybe a yard and a half. Auburn keeps its offense on the field. We'll start out in the pistol formation. Hunter lined up behind Thorne. He walks to the line of scrimmage. He talks a little bit to his right tackle. Now he's talking to his back. They shift Hunter. They might be trying to get Georgia to jump. Nope, they're going to run the play. Thorne, play fake, runs to the right. Walker cuts it off. Georgia will make the stop on fourth down back at the 39-yard line. Thorne ran himself into no man's land. Jalen Walker forced him back inside. Raylan Wilson finished off the Auburn quarterback back at the 40s where they'll spot it, and Georgia will take possession of the football right there.
Well, that play never had a chance right from the snap. It looked like Thorne changed the play at the line of scrimmage, but ran right into the teeth of this Dog defense. And don't be surprised right now where Bobo takes a shot and we try to snatch all this momentum away.
4-yard loss for Auburn. Dogs will gladly take over at the Tiger 40-yard line. Try to get out the hammers and nails here in the fourth quarter. It's 21-10 for the Dogs right now. ETN in the pistol, lined up behind Beck. One receiver wide to the right, one to the left. Handoff ETN. He angles at right tackle. Not much running room there. The blocking broke down, and ETN may have lost about a half a yard. They're going to spot it back closer to the 41, so he did lose one. It'll be second and 11. Trevor this afternoon, 81 yards on the ground on 14 carries. He scored twice. Bell to the left for Beck. 3 receivers right. Smith, Lovett, and now Delp goes in motion to the left. Shotgun snap to Beck. On the logo, wants to look. He looks left, he looks right, and throws it over the middle. It's caught at the 26-yard line by Dominic Lovett, and he goes down right there, trying to change directions on Keontae Scott. And Lovett down at the 26, maybe the 27, depending on the spot. It's a Scana Energy first down for the Bulldogs.
Really nice pickup there by Trevor Etienne that allowed Carson to get to his third progression in that read. Had a hitch on the outside, a corner back to the field, and a crossing route. That was number 3. That pickup by Etienne, letting Carson get to him.
13-yard gain for Georgia. Pump fake, Beck. Stays short with it, dumps it off in the right flat to Cash Jones. Breaks the tackle at the 25. Cash down to the 15, to the 10 maybe, before he's brought to the grass. They're going to bring it back on the 11. Check a flag, though, back in the other direction, dropped at the 37-yard line.
I think that's going to be roughing the passer, as Carson was in a
personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 35. Low hit on the quarterback. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
So you were correct, Z. Jalen McLeod called for the roughing penalty. It's a Scana Energy first down for the Bulldogs as they move inside the Massey Ferguson red zone, and that 15-yarder will give Georgia a few more yards. Down inside, the ball's just inside the Auburn 6, down on the far right end of the field. So the Dogs have it goal to go right there on the 5.5, leading 21-10, looking to punch it in for more with 13:20 remaining in the game. Frazier's in the backfield. Nate gets the handoff, and he'll be running straight ahead and hit at the 3. And he got hit from both directions. He got hit from one side by Malik Blockton and by another side by Caleb Harris, the safety and the defensive tackle.
Yeah, just got sandwiched in there. And I'll tell you, this Auburn defense inside the 5-yard line has made, in these last couple of yards, very, very challenging this afternoon.
Frazier got a couple to the 3-yard line. ETN comes back in the ballgame. 2nd and goal from the Auburn 3. Drew Bobo at center, up over the football. Snaps it back to Beck in the shotgun. Play fake, quick throw, quick slant. Touchdown, Dylan Bell, and a quick slant from the left.
What a great move off the football right there. That nice inside release, created plenty of separation. A quick release there by Carson Beck. And Dogs now with a little bit of breathing room.
Bell with 2 scores last week. 3-yard touchdown catch, sliding in the end zone. Just under the left upright of the goalpost is where he ended up with the football. And the Dogs are a point away from it being 28-10. Here's Peyton Woodring for the point after try. Well, they're waiting to turn him loose. And now the officials will turn him loose. Every scoring play is reviewed quickly. And he did catch the ball in the end zone, apparently. Good enough to continue the football game. Here's the point after try by Woodring. It's up and good, as you can hear that reaction from the east end zone. And Georgia now has a 28-10 lead. A touchdown catch by Dylan Bell, brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia took over on downs in Auburn territory and cashed in. We'll tell you about the drive as Georgia extends the lead right after this. Our second half today brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Visit 1ffc.com to learn more. New score in Athens, Dogs 28, Tigers 10 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
It's college football season, so you need all the energy you can get. Luckily, Georgia Power knows a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE Hybrid for $359 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through November 4th, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.58 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
When you switch and save with Progressive, you could use that money towards golf lessons to become a scratch golfer. Progressive cannot guarantee that you will ever become a scratch golfer. Scratch golfers are really, really good. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds on average, and sure, you could put that money towards lessons, but if you can't hit the broadside of a barn and think you're going to become a scratch golfer, you're delusional. Sorry, just telling it like it is. Savings? Maybe. Scratch golfer? Don't hold your breath. Switch and see if you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates. Not available in all states. It's universally accepted that golf is hard. Progressive cannot guarantee improved performance on the course.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth. Georgia now leads at 28-10. The Dogs' scoring drive covered 40 yards in 5 plays in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Beck to Dylan Bell for a 3-yard touchdown reception to make it 28-10. That's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldogs discount. And after the kick, we'll check in with Shock, who's got something for us from the Georgia sidelines. Peyton Woodring has the ball teed up and ready to go as he booms this one from left to right, angling it towards the left pylon. Going to come down short on the 6. Auburn returns it quickly up at the numbers to the 20 to the 23, where Jeremiah Cobb is hit from all sides. Chris Cole grabbed him down, swept his legs out from under him at the 25-yard line. There was a lot of contact down there. Could hear the pads all the way up here. Let's go down to Shock on the sidelines. Brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. DJ.
Fellas, one thing, offensive line coach Searles was fired up, almost broke the whiteboard, being happy with ours. Like Z mentioned, having Carson time, but also open some holes. And for the defense, a lot of talk was about make sure our eyes in the right place, because watch for the trick plays and all that coming here late. Still want to be aggressive, but watch all the trick plays, double passes, all that coming up here late.
All right, Shock, thank you very much. There's a little jet sweep on the forward pass. Coming this way is Jeremiah Cobb, and he gets to the Georgia sideline from the 25. Kirby's not happy with one of his defenders, as Daniel Harris finally got Cobb out of bounds on this near sideline up the 40, maybe the 41. He got 15 or 16 yards on that sweep play to the near side.
Well, Daniel Harris had 2 Auburn blockers on him and just crumbled underneath the weight of both of those blocks.
Oh, chunk play by Auburn. Play fake now Thorne. He's got pressure from his right. Going to get the ball off and plenty of time. Throw a deep ball on the near sideline. And it's incomplete. Oh, my goodness. It's incomplete at the 25. And as everybody's unpiling and getting up there, there were 2 men in coverage for Georgia. Here comes the flag. Dalen Everett, the main guy in coverage. And he was trying to throw it to Cam Coleman down around the 25-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense number 6. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
The official had to think about that one an extra fraction of a second before he threw the flag. And there was a lot of contact with Everett and Coleman, the receiver.
Yeah, I think what got him, Everett had Coleman's right arm and just had it hooked where he couldn't get that free. Both guys were hand fighting, though, for sure.
So the ball's on the Georgia 44 now after the 15-yard penalty against the Dogs. Snap back to Thorne. Stands in the pocket. Now forced out, runs to the right. Running laterally towards the Auburn sideline. Now he tries to cut upfield, and he'll pick up a few yards, but he continued to run parallel to the line of scrimmage all the way to the far side, chased by Xavier McLeod for Georgia. And out of bounds at the Bulldogs' 43-yard line.
Well, just nowhere for Thorne to go with that football coverage. Excellent downfield by the red and black.
He only got 1 yard. He had a lot of space over there, but he was trying to get the ball downfield, decided not to take it and run. He got 1 yard on that. Second down, quick throw, pass batted up in the air and back to the turf, back where it came from. McLeod with another play. Xavier McLeod knocked that ball down out of the hands of Thorne. Goes bouncing back behind the Auburn offense, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 for the Tigers.
Thorne was trying to find his tight end Fairweather on a quick slant, but host of Bulldogs at stymied at the line of scrimmage all got their hands up in the air, though, batting that football down.
Wilson, a linebacker on the right edge, and Brinson and Ingram Dawkins and Walker along the line as well. Raylan Wilson, the middle linebacker. And coverage is in. Press man up tight. Snap back to Thorne. He stays in the pocket. It's pretty clean. Now he's going to step up and try to run, and we clobber him around the 43-yard line. Damon Wilson, the first guy there, and then the other Wilson, Raylan, came in to finish him off. I think he left his feet to get a good lick on the quarterback. And Thorne went down at the 42.5. Only about a 1 yard gain. It's 4th down and 8. A long 8 for the Tigers. They trail 28-10 here with 10:45 remaining in the game.
No choices left for them now. 10 minutes left in the game. Got to go for it. 4-down territory.
They snap it to Thorne. We bring the house. Quick fire to the right side. It's caught for a first down by Keandre Lambert-Smith. Caught it near the sideline, spun towards the sideline, and got a yard or two extra as he beats Dalen Everett on that play. And Auburn continues to play another day.
Lambert-Smith's 5th catch on the afternoon.
They snap it quickly. There's a flag down on this near sideline as Thorne throws for the end zone on the far sideline, and it's overthrown to Lambert-Smith, incomplete. But the field judge on this side dropped the flag. The flag is actually out of bounds at the 11-yard line on this near side of the field. He threw it immediately. So somebody may have still been substituting. We'll see where the officials are converging at the 32-yard line, having a little powwow, and we'll see what they decide. There's another flag, too, by the way, at the 24-yard line on the far hash. So 2 flags dropped on the play. All the officials are involved in this discussion, it would appear. So whatever the violation may or may not be, it's not an easy thing to figure out.
On the play, illegal substitution, defense, more than 11 players on the field at the snap. Ineligible downfield, number 73, offense. Penalties will offset. 2nd down.
So they'll replay it with 1 penalty on each team. And we'll run it again.
Correction, 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball's just inside the Georgia 30-yard line. Auburn moving to the left towards the west end zone into the sun, although they're in shade right now, protected by the scoreboard and the height of the stadium. So not staring directly into the sun, just moving in that direction. 1st and 10 from the 29.5 of Georgia. Auburn with a football. Thorne in the shotgun. They snap it back to him. He bounces a couple of times, throws for the left corner, and incomplete. 2 yards deep across the goal line to Malcolm Simmons. Did that hit him in the chest or the hands?
I think it went right through the wickets there. He ran a little out and up from his slot position, had a step. It hit him right between the ones.
Hit him on the chest plate of his shoulder pads. Yeah, right on his front jersey number, as he said. That was a catchable ball. That should have been a touchdown. It just went right through the wickets. And now he's out of the game on the sidelines. So a break for the Dogs there. It's 2nd and 10 for Auburn on the Georgia 29.5. 2 receivers to this side for the Tigers. 1 to the far side. Thorne wants to throw to that single receiver on the right side. He completes the pass to Lambert-Smith, jumps in the air to catch it at the 22, wrestles for extra yards, and fights down to the 20-yard line. And is there a flag on the field? Daniel Harris made the stop, and that flag was dropped right at the 20-yard line.
It was just a quick hitch by Lambert-Smith on the outside. We've seen him run that a number of times today. Made a good move to pick up some additional yardage. We'll see what the flag is here.
Lambert-Smith, the leading receiver for Auburn coming into the game.
Personal foul, targeting, defense, number 32. The previous plays under further review.
Yeah, well, Chaz Chambliss came in to clean everything up late. Left his feet. We'll see here if he led with the crown of his helmet.
We'll take a look at a replay.
Got him on the shoulder pad. I think will be.
Play is under review. That's brought to you by Pruitt Health, where family makes us stronger. Proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. They've jumped into a timeout, too, to review the targeting call against the Dogs, so we'll take it with them. 2nd half brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. Timeout with our score, Georgia 28, Auburn 10. Back after this, Bulldogs Sports Network.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for Athens. The Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big Go Dogs, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Bulldogs pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC, member FDIC, Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm here with legendary Georgia Bulldog quarterback and radio host Buck Ballou.
Ken and I are teaming up to give back to the brave men and women of our military. Ken's going to donate $500 to one member of the military every Bulldog football game this season.
If you're a member of the military in Atlanta, go to attorneykennugent.com to enter.
And somebody's going to win $500 every game.
One click.
That's it.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Attention Georgia Bulldogs football fans. Napa is here to help you hit the road this season. As a proud partner of University of Georgia football, Napa helps you tackle tough projects. With a network of nearly 6,000 auto parts stores and over 17,000 auto care centers nationwide. So whenever your mean machine is coming down the track, know that the Napa network has your back.
Hey, Ben, I'm really excited about going to Sanford Stadium to see the Dogs play this Saturday. Did you pick up the tickets?
Hey, Cab, the tickets were all sold out.
Ben, did you just tell me the biggest Dogs game of the year is sold out to the avocados from Mexico jingle?
Sure did. You know they're always good, taste good, and are good for you.
You know, we could just get a bunch of avocados, make delicious guacamole, and watch the game on the big screen at home. It's good. Dogs, sick 'em.
Avocados from Mexico.
Inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth, the officials during the timeout determined there was no targeting. After they reviewed the play, no targeting on Chaz Chambliss, so Auburn will have the ball 3rd and 1 at the Georgia 20 as we check the Modelo scoreboard. Vanderbilt holding on to a 23-21 lead over Alabama. They are in the 3rd quarter in Nashville. Penn State defeated UCLA earlier today, 27-11. Ole Miss 27-3, laying it on thick in Columbia, beating South Carolina. They are in the 4th. Texas A&M blasted Missouri earlier, 41-10. Ohio State leading Iowa 35-7 in the 4th. Scores brought to you by Modelo. Auburn 3rd down and a yard to go on the Georgia 20. They trail 28-10. Snap is high. Thorne fields it, pulls it down, hands it off to Hunter. Hunter fighting for yards, gets to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get the first down, barely across the 20. A flag down behind the play. Thrown from behind Peyton Thorne. And let's check it from the referee, Steve Marlowe.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense number 32. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Well, Chambliss escaped the targeting call, but didn't escape that one.
It's now the 5th penalty on the Dogs, and yeah, good call. We're just seeing it on replay. Got his hand up underneath the chin and helmet of the Auburn tight end.
And that'll be a first down by penalty at the 10-yard line. A report from DJ Shockley from the sidelines, brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. Injury report, Kristen Miller, Georgia's defensive lineman, with a left knee injury, and he is out for now. Tigers on the 10, 1st and goal. They trail Georgia 28-10. Snap to Thorne. He's going to hand it off to Hunter. Runs to the left. We get him in the backfield and drive him back. Of course, we don't get him on the turf. That guy never goes down. Stackhouse and Starks crowd the backfield and make the stop on Jarquez Hunter and just drive him back until the whistles blow. No gain on the play, and Auburn will have its 2nd and goal from the Georgia 10.
Yeah, nice job there by Malachi, coming up from his safety position, forcing Hunter back into the teeth of that Georgia defense.
Damari Alston going to check into the game in the backfield. Hunter is out. Trying to tackle a fire hydrant, trying to get that guy on the ground. They hand it off to Cobb on the end around to the near side. Wow, what a collision at the 8. Oh, my goodness. Between Cobb and Daniel Harris. Jalen Walker made contact on the stop along with K.J. Bolden. But Cobb had a good pop on Daniel Harris. But Georgia gets the stop at the 8.5. Yard and a half gain. It's 3rd and goal for the Tigers from there, but certainly 4-down territory for them. They trail by 18 with less than 8 minutes to go. Alston stays in the backfield for the Tigers. Thorne in the shotgun. Dogs defense moving around on that line of scrimmage. Here comes pressure. They chase Thorne, running wide to the right. And he'll dump it into the end zone, well short of the target. We had a full sprint out from Malachi Starks on Thorne. He almost chased him down. He was grabbing him around the legs. A diving tackle attempt by Starks as Thorne was letting loose of the football. It came up incomplete in the end zone.
Yeah, he was Thorne running for his life as Malachi Stark was in hot pursuit there. Thorne actually had a receiver downfield, but was under such duress, couldn't get anything on that throw.
Lambert Smith was over there in the back corner, but couldn't get near the football. And Auburn will not make it 4-down territory. They'll try for a field goal here. From the 16, 26-yard try, near hash kicking left. And the kick is up and good by Towns Magoo, and it makes our new score 28-13 with a timeout here in Athens. 7:38 remaining in the game. Auburn gets 3 on the board. They still trail by 15 points. Our second half today brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. We'll take a time, come back for more Bulldogs football. The Dogs lead it 28-13 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey Bulldog fans, cue the shine and savings. The new Zips Car Wash app is available for download. Keeping your ride sparkling clean has never been more rewarding. Get the free Zips app and earn points for every in-app purchase, including memberships. Then turn those points into free car wash rewards. Download the app today and your first wash is free. Visit Apple App Store or Google Play Store and search Zips Car Wash now. Zips Car Wash, proud sponsor of the Georgia Bulldogs.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
It's college football season, so you need all the energy you can get. Luckily, Georgia Power knows a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Back with you inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth. 7:38 remains on the clock in the ball game. Georgia with a 28-13 lead over Auburn. The Tigers just got a 26-yard field goal after a 12-play, 67-yard scoring drive in 4:51 to make it a 15-point deficit for them. That's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. And call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldogs discounts.
Dogs on the alert for an onside kick. Tigers still need 2 scores and a 2-point conversion here to get back into this one.
Magoo with it teed up on the 35. He'll kick it away here. High end over end kick sails into the end zone, and Evans was up on the 5. He wasn't going to go near that ball if it sailed over his head, which it did, and the Dogs will take the touchback. So Georgia will have possession at the 25-yard line. We've seen some roster movement going on for Georgia since halftime, Z. As we were running more tight end stuff in the first half, it would appear. We've had to move some different offensive linemen around. What are your thoughts on the way we're using our personnel in that way?
Yeah, listen, I think good. You're getting a lot of guys, a lot of different reps, keeping people fresh. And, you know, with the injury to Tate Ratledge, still trying to figure out what unit you want to have out there.
We've got two tight ends in this formation, Lucky and Jurasic. And Beck will roll and throw to the right. And, a diving, reaching effort by Lucky. But he comes down incomplete in double coverage. And there's a flag dropped back at the 23-yard line. Caleb Harris and Lee were in coverage deep down the field. And Lucky almost went up and caught that ball.
5 offense. Player went into motion from the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So illegal motion was the call on Georgia, says Steve Marlowe, the referee.
And Lucky, after that diving attempt, got up slow. Straight over to the trainers on the sideline. No tent is up, so I'm sure they're just taking a look at him.
Auburn declines the penalty, so they'll take the down. It's 2nd and 10 for the Dogs from our 25. Two receivers to the left. One man comes in motion to the near side. We run it with Branson Robinson, trying to cut off the block of Ernest Green, but Green had 2 or 3 white shirts in his vicinity, and Robinson's run is a short one. He got 1 yard to the 26. Riddick and Falk, linebacker, defensive end, make the stop for the Auburn defense, so it's 3rd and 9 with the clock moving.
A little surprised the Dogs threw it on first down and just put this game on the backs of their offensive line.
ETN back in the game for Georgia. 3rd and long here. Delpin motion to the left. Pump fake it in that direction. Roll to the right and throw it to ETN. Stops on a dime at the 25. Cuts and spins at the 30. Breaks a tackle. What a run by ETN up to the 35. Are they going to spot him short of the first down? They're spotting it just inside the 35. Boy, so he's going to be just short. DeMarcus Riddick, the freshman linebacker, was the guy that ETN ran away from, broke a tackle, and then Falk made the final stop. Georgia's up quickly to the line of scrimmage, ready to go for it on 4th and less than a yard. And Auburn has a player face down in the turf with an apparent injury. So we got a stoppage of play before Georgia can line up and surge ahead for a possible first down.
Where Trevor Etienne has had some highlight reel runs or catches and runs today. That was another one there. A little surprised that he didn't get the first down.
He's the Dogs' leading rusher today, 80 yards on 14 carries, 2 touchdowns. He's also Georgia's top receiver, 6 catches for 36 yards. His longest catch is only 9 yards, but what he does when he catches the ball is just is unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. So electric and so elusive when he has the football in his hands. He is a lot of fun to watch.
Falk was the player that was shaken up for Auburn. Scoreboard shows a Vanderbilt touchdown now in their game with Alabama. Modelo's scoreboard says the Commodores are now up 29-21. Is that the score?
That was the loudest ovation we've had all day.
Vanderbilt trying to shock the world in Nashville. Oh, my goodness. Here it's 28-13. And the Dogs are just trying to finish off Auburn. 6:28 to go. Georgia leads by 15. A 4th down and less than a foot is coming up from our 34. We've got the offense out there. They're huddled up right now. They'll do a quick break, run to the line of scrimmage, probably try to get Georgia to move or get Auburn to move offside.
Well, they're letting the clock run down, too. They won't break this huddle. There's about 10 seconds left on the clock, likely.
Yeah, the play clock at 15, the game clock now at 6 minutes and now under 6 minutes. Georgia ready to break the huddle. Down to 9, they do quickly. Beck in the shotgun, ETN to his left. They're going to run a play, hand it to ETN. He started to the right, veered back to the left. Did he get across the line at the 35? Georgia's players think they got the first down.
I am shocked we just ran a play right there.
And the officials say they got the first down.
Wow.
Is this the new world of college football?
It might be the new world of the Georgia Bulldogs.
We don't need punters anymore?
Listen, what were we, 5 for 5 last week? So
yep.
May as well just keep up the streak.
Playing with confidence on 4th down. That's a high percentage the Dogs have built up this season on that down. And we get a new set of downs here on that minimal gain of about a half a yard at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 right there. Branson Robinson gets the carry. Sidesteps a man in the backfield. Then he's piled up at the line of scrimmage trying to run in behind some blocking that just wasn't there on the left side of the line. And Auburn able to stack it up right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And the Tigers will use a timeout here to stop the clock with 4:56 remaining in the contest. And Georgia leading at 28-13.
Gutsy call on 4th down. You're now going to force Auburn to burn through all of their timeouts here the next couple of plays.
Carson Beck today, 21 of 26 for 200 yards. A few weeks ago against Kentucky, he had his fewest yards passing as a Georgia starter, and the Dogs won that game. Last week, he had the most yards in his career as a Georgia starter. And Georgia lost the game to Alabama today, right at 200 even. 21 of 26, a high percentage there. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, a pretty good quarterback rating of almost 171 today. Dogs have mixed it up. ETN's rushed for 81 yards on 15 carries. We've rushed for 117 as a team. Auburn's rushed for 137. And that's your fourth quarter recap. And we'll tell you who the sponsor is in just a minute. Play fake, ETN, or Beck, wants to throw it down the right sideline to Oscar Delp, but it is incomplete at the Auburn 45-yard line. He had Thompson, the safety, in coverage. Pass didn't have a whole lot of juice on it as Beck had some pressure on him. He rolled to the right. He kind of jumped in the air and threw it at the same time. It floated down in that direction, but Delp couldn't get to it.
Yeah, Oscar Delp, a little wheel route from his tight end position. Had a step on the Auburn defender, but you're right. It was almost like a basketball shot there from Carson Beck that just undershot him.
Fourth quarter recap presented by Ag South, Ag Georgia, and Southwest Georgia Farm Credit, loans for land and farms. Cash Jones is in the game in the backfield now. He's going to run out for a pass on the left side, but Beck's going to throw it down the middle to London Humphreys. His first catch of the day. Didn't play last week against Alabama due to illness, and that's his first catch today. They tackle him down at the Auburn 40-yard line. Austin Keys, the linebacker, transfer from Ole Miss, made the stop for the Tigers.
Great movement in the pocket there from Carson Beck. Had to slide just a little bit to his right, then stood up into the pocket and delivered a strike to Humphreys.
25-yard gains down to the 40 as the clock continues to move. 4:10, 4:09, 1st and 10 for the Dogs. They take their time. Nate Frazier, lone setback. Beck's gone under center. Bell in motion. Play fake to him on the jet sweep. Hand it to quick Frazier around the left side. Frazier shakes and bakes to the 30, far sideline, 25, 24, maybe the 23.
Boy, so quick when he gets to the edge. You just can't catch him, and he continues to impress.
17 yards at the blink of an eye for Nate Frazier along the left side. Auburn got to see a little bit what the freshman can do up close on that play. He hasn't had a lot of carries today, but that was his longest run of the afternoon. That's his 6th carry of the game. Nope, correction. That's his 7th carry of the game, 36 yards now. 1st and 10 Dogs. On the 23 of Auburn. Frazier will get another chance. Squirts through the whole middle of the field and fighting for yards down inside the 15, tumbled down at the 13. Late flag comes in after the tackle.
Boy, another impressive run there by Frazier. He is. You heard Kirby Smart say we've got to get number 3 into the football game, going to the locker room at halftime, and with the chances he's had, he continues to impress.
Well, there was just minimal daylight in that hole that he ran through, but he squeezed through it with his quickness.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, blocking below the waist, illegally, number 7, offense. It's a 15-yard penalty. Replay 1st down. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 73, offense. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Ouch. So the Dogs will be backed up 30 yards on 2 penalties. One a dead ball foul after the play. That one was the penalty on Truss, and the other one was on Lawson Lucky for the block below the waist.
Yeah, and Truss just hustling in at the end. Frazier was down, so with those plays not necessarily egregious, but correct calls in both cases.
Well, that erases a really good, happy feeling in the way Nate Frazier was running towards the end of this game here with 3:05 to go. That forces us back on our own 47-yard line. Considerable loss on 30 yards and penalties on that one play. All right, back to work. Frazier stays in the backfield. Bell across in motion, handoff to Frazier, angles at left tackle, and they upend him at the 49-yard line. Austin Keys, the linebacker, got a piece of the freshman running back that time. Stopped him just shy of the 50. He picks up 2.
Auburn choosing not to burn their timeouts here.
2nd and 38. 2:40 to go. That's what 30 yards and penalties will do to you. Georgia taking its time. And as he said, Auburn's just letting the clock run. So why not? Still 19 seconds to go on the play clock. Dogs still in a little huddle about 3 yards behind the ball. 2:20 to go. Georgia on its own 49. Play clock at 8 now. We break the huddle quickly. Branson Robinson lined up behind Beck. He shifts to the right in the shotgun. Play fake. Robinson. Beck will throw it instead. Lost London Humphreys across the middle. Makes the catch at the 37 or so. And they tackle him as he runs towards the Auburn sideline. And Auburn's going to call a timeout now with 2 minutes to go. No, that will be the 2-minute timeout, the official 2-minute timeout, as the Dogs get back a little bit of that yardage on 2nd and 38. And the line of scrimmage will be the Auburn 36 when we come back. So a 16-yard pickup on that throw to Humphreys. Dogs lead 28-13 with 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Timeout here in Athens. Our second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Come see the friendly Franklin folks at one of our convenient Georgia locations. We'll come back to Athens right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
The red zone. That last area of the field the Dogs have to maneuver before they celebrate a touchdown. In financial planning, there's also a red zone. Those last few years of planning before you celebrate retirement. Just like the Dogs have to execute their game plan, you need a game plan for retirement. At the Hoffman Financial Group, we start with a free portfolio x-ray. It's a deep dive into your retirement accounts. What's working? What's not working? Are you headed for a big tax bill? Will you have enough income? What are your options for Social Security? We're here to help you tackle all the issues you face in retirement. Call the Hoffman Financial Group today for a free portfolio x-ray. 770-758-6288. That's 770-758-6288. Or online at unleashyourmoney.com. The Hoffman Financial Group is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through the Hoffman Financial Group, Inc. Georgia Insurance License 163546.
Fall is here and the University of Georgia is back in action. Whether you're gearing up for game days or enjoying the outdoors, set yourself up for success with Good Feet Premium Arch Support Systems. Good Feet Arch Supports align your entire body and are custom fit to your lifestyle. On the move, cheering from the stands, seeking relief from plantar fasciitis, or from days on your feet, we've got the perfect fit for everyone, including you. The Good Feet store is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Visit one of our 12 locations. Walk-ins welcome or book online at goodfeet.com. Go Dogs!
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Offer valid through November 4th, 2024. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth, Piedmont Healthcare offers you exceptional, hassle-free care closer to home. Piedmont, the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics. While we have a second, well, we've got 10 of them. Let's pause all 10 for station identification on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
WSB Atlanta,
WSBB-FM and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Stadium emptying out has been a little bit. Steady flow here in the second half. Georgia with a 28-13 lead. 2 minutes to go. And the Dogs with a 3rd and 23. Coming up from the Auburn 36-yard line. Beck talking to his offensive line. Trevor Etienne in the backfield to the left of Beck. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Handed off to Etienne. He runs in there behind Micah Morris, the right guard. And then Drew Bobo just came in from behind and just plowed Etienne forward for about another 2 yards to the 29-yard line. He got 7 on that run straight ahead. And Auburn stops the clock with a timeout. 1:54, so only 6 seconds went off the clock. And it's 4th and 16 coming up for the Bulldogs. 28-13 is the score. Dogs have been steadily in control of this, especially here in the second half. Auburn hasn't been able to threaten a whole lot. And the Dogs will go for a field goal here to try to add to their 15-point lead, try to make it an 18-point lead with Peyton Woodring. He'll try the field goal between the hash marks, kicking to the right towards that east end zone. From about the 37-yard line, it would appear. 47-yard try for Woodring. Gardner to snap it. Snap back. Beck puts it down. Kick is on the way, and it is good. 3 more for the Dogs, and with that good kick, the good hands at Allstate will contribute to the Georgia Bulldogs General Scholarship Fund. Thank you to Allstate. New score here at Sanford Stadium. Georgia now leads it 31-13 with 1:50 to go on the field goal try. 47-yard conversion by Peyton Woodring.
Dogs now 383 yards of total offense, 240 through the air for Carson Beck, 143 on the ground for the Dogs. Trevor Etienne, the leading rusher. 16 attempts, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's been electrifying when he's had the football in his hand.
And Z, that drive covered 46 yards in 12 plays, almost 6 minutes off the clock, 5:48, a 47-yard field goal for Woodring. He's now 7 for 7 in field goals this season. And that makes the score 31-13. That's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Call Georgia Metals today and say roof 3 times. Roof, roof, roof for your Bulldogs discount. Here's Woodring's kickoff now from left to right. Sailing towards the front left corner of the end zone. It'll get in just inside the pylon and out of bounds in the end zone for a touchback. Auburn with the ball, 1:50 to go. They'll start at their own 25-yard line. And this one should be out of reach with 1:50 to go. Is it safe to say that now? 31-13.
It's safe to say that with that field goal. We made it.
I had to get your approval.
Yes, you did. Yeah, it's safe to say that now.
We cannot say that in Nashville. Alabama has closed the gap a little bit again, but Vanderbilt still leads. Is that right, Road Dog? Yes. We'll get you that score in a minute. Scoreboard brought to you by Modelo. Thorne in the shotgun for Auburn from the 25. Step back, fires right side. It's caught by the Tigers receiver on the far sideline. That's Malcolm Simmons, the freshman. Dalen Everett on the stop right on the sideline at the 29-yard line. He got 4. Georgia was also trying to rip the ball out of his hands there at the end of the play.
Another quick hitch to the outside. Thorne's thrown a number of those on the day. Thorne now 14 out of 21 on the afternoon.
Simmons got out of bounds to stop the clock with 101 seconds to go. Thorne now ready to go again. He launches one, same general direction, same guy. Malcolm Simmons makes the catch. We hit him out of bounds with Dan Jackson into the Auburn sideline right at midfield at the 50-yard line. That'll be a 21-yard gain.
That took every ounce of restraint for Dan Jackson not just to go explode through him there.
He bumped him pretty good, but probably pulled up too since he was right there on the sideline. 1st and 10 at the 50. Thorne to throw again. Same spot. Far sideline is caught by Lambert Smith. He sidesteps Dan Jackson this time, but Dan got enough of him to knock him off balance. He falls ahead to the 30-yard line. There's 20 more yards, so they're taking big chunks here.
Boy, are they ever.
Clock moving, 1:25. It's going to stop there. I think Georgia's going to call a timeout. They want to kind of right the ship here. What's going on that far side of the field?
Kirby not happy. Out nearly to the hash. Yelling at somebody. I'm not sure who he's yelling at, but not happy at all.
1:25 to play. Georgia leads by 18. It's 31-13, trying to win the 8th consecutive game in this series. And they're a minute 25 away from doing that. But Auburn taking big chunks of yardage here on this particular possession as they bite off 20 and 25 yards at a time on the far side of the field with a couple of different receivers, Simmons and Keandre Lambert Smith. So they've driven down to the Georgia 30 with 1:25 to play. Auburn has one timeout remaining. They huddle up at the 35. They break out of the huddle. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They'll send 3 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Empty set for Thorne. He works out of the shotgun. Snap it back. Thorne sets up in the pocket, throws for the end zone, far corner, overshoots his man Simmons, who jumped in the air at the 5-yard line, reached one arm up high in the air, trying to grab it with one hand, but couldn't do it. Almost threw it in the hedges on that side of the field. It's incomplete. Daniel Harris was in coverage for the Dogs. And that incompletion will stop the clock with 80 seconds left, a minute 20 to go.
Dogs playing a lot of cover 2 right now. That time went man under just to apply a little bit more pressure and make things a little more difficult.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Tigers. 3 receivers again to the near side, 2 to the far side. Going all out in the passing game here when you're down 18 with minimal time remaining. Thorne's got it. Going to go for the end zone and incomplete. It hit the back of the defender, Dan Jackson.
Boy, great job by Dan Jackson in coverage there. Dogs that time, they were playing 2. Go single safety on that one and put a linebacker in the middle of the field to spy on Thorne. Dan Jackson was trailing just a little bit, but able to close just enough ground to deflect it.
Perry Thompson was the target for Thorne, the 6'3" freshman from Foley, Alabama. Pass just short. As we said, it hit Dan Jackson in the back in his coverage on the far side. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10. 1:14 remaining. Tigers from the Georgia 30 on 3rd down. 5 receiver formation, empty set. Thorne with time throws it over the middle and off the hands and incomplete of Fairweather. And then he turned around and asked the referee for a flag after the ball hit him right squarely in the hands and he dropped it. Ja'Cory Thomas was in coverage on the Auburn tight end, but the incomplete pass brings up a 4th and 10 for the Tigers. I'm not sure what Fairweather was looking for there.
A miracle, help, something.
He didn't want the world to know that ball hit him in the hands and he didn't catch it. It almost looked as if he wasn't quite ready for it to be coming in his direction. All right, here we go. 4th and 10 for the Tigers from the Georgia 30. Play clock down to 1. They just get it off as the clock hits 0. Thorne almost sacked, steps out of it, rolls to the right, looking and throwing, and incomplete at the 15, 16-yard line. Going face down to the turf was Thompson, but the pass is incomplete. Didn't catch it, hit the ground. And Georgia will take over on downs at their own 30 and get the last 63 seconds off the clock and win this game.
I don't know how Thorne wasn't sacked on that play. And then when he got out of all that mess, I don't have any idea how he missed his receiver that was wide open on the sideline.
The amazing world of college football.
Yes, it is.
Minute 3 to go. Auburn still with a 1 timeout showing on the scoreboard. They have 1 timeout remaining. If they want to stop the clock, they can. Won't do them any good, or at least it shouldn't. Georgia will go in the victory formation at their own 30-yard line. Beck under center. with Smith and Bell right behind him, angling to his left and right. And he'll take the snap and take a knee. And the clock begins to tick with 55 seconds to go.
Yeah, we'll have to snap it one more time, and the teams will meet in the middle. So a good workmanlike victory today. Really, the energy in the stadium was, it never really got going that much. But
people were just enjoying the homecoming festivities.
That's just so, yeah.
They didn't want to be rude or anything to the opposing team. And Dogs take one more snap, and they'll take a knee, and that's it. 25 seconds still showing on the clock. The countdown is on. Kirby Smart and Hugh Freeze will meet at the middle of the field for a handshake, surrounded by photographers and their state patrol details. So they have said their pleasantries after this one. Georgia has made it 8 straight in a row over Auburn. The clock hits 0, and the Dogs win it today by a score of 31-13. Georgia improves its record to 4-1 for the year, now 2-1 in the SEC. Auburn drops to 2-4 and 0-3 in conference play. The Dogs back at home next week for a 4:15 kickoff against Mississippi State. We'll be on the air with you at 12 o'clock next Saturday afternoon for our pregame coverage here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. So the Dogs win their SEC home opener over their long-standing rival in the 129th meeting. Georgia defeats Auburn 31-13. Stay tuned for our post-game coverage. That's coming up next here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm here with legendary Georgia Bulldog